Okay, it is 7 o'clock, so I will be starting the meeting. I think we have most of us here. All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today is Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and it's now 7 p.m. This is the agenda for the public hearing and proposed FY2026 budget work session of the mayor and city council for the city of Mount Rainier. All right, I'll do a quick roll call. Luke Chesek.
Here. Sorry, I'm going to be off
Valerie
camera
Woodall?
for a little bit, but I'm here.
Okay, no problem.
Thank
Valerie Woodall?
I'm here.
Good. Danielle?
I'm here.
And Jared, I don't see him yet, but he'll be joining us. But we do have a quorum. All right, perfect. Item number 2 is review of the agenda. The mayor and council review the agenda. Valerie, can you go ahead and read just the public hearing section, and then we'll break down and do the work session separately. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Agenda for the public hearing and proposed FY2026 budget work session of the mayor and city council, city of Mount Rainier, Maryland. 1, call to order. We just did that. 2, review of agenda. The mayor and council will review the agenda for the meeting, adding or deleting topics of interest or discussion. 3, public hearing regarding the proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. And then number 4, discussion on proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. The mayor and council will have a discussion on the proposed FY2026 budget. 5, public comment, and 6, adjournment.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Please be noted that Councilmember Jared Stoffels is also here with us. All right. So you missed roll call by a second, Jared. Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Valerie. So item number 3, it is the public hearing regarding the proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. Okay. Let me see. So I guess we will open it up for public hearing. So if you, Millie, how come there's a public hearing section and a public comment section? Is it 2 different things?
Yeah, so the public comment is if anyone have any question after we do the budget discussion.
Okay. All right, perfect. So is anyone here for the hearing? I'll give it a minute and then we'll move on to the next section. Will be the public comments. So if you are here from the public comment section, that's where you could give us your feedback. And I think I froze.
We can hear you.
Or did she really?
Okay. So apparently the public hearing threw me off for a bit. I am back right now. So if there's anybody here from the public that would like to speak on the public hearing, let us know. You do have another opportunity to talk in the public comment if you so choose to. If any chances, if it disconnect me, Valerie, can you please take over? Okay. All right. Seeing that there is nobody here for the public hearing, we are going to be moving on to item number 4, discussion on proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. The mayor and council will have a discussion the proposed FY 2026 budget. Just a reminder to the community, this is a continuation of the various talks that we have had. The budget calendar is released somewhere around November when we vote on it, stating the date, and also is required for us to publicize the days through the various mediums, which we have. So that is that. The last big, the last 2 budget is the the big, large budget discussion was 2 Saturdays ago when we went line item by line item on the budget. And we brought every single director. Of course, our city manager and our finance leadership was also there. Ron was there. I know Natalie was also there. And basically, Ron ran through line item of the budget in order to, as council, we went ahead and makes a couple of suggestions of money that we wanted to reallocate. And the team did that. So last Tuesday, 7 days from now, from today, we had a meeting. And the funding was adjusted. There was only one change that was pending for us, which was the division of one of the line items. So that's what's going to be shown in the screen right now. So we thank everybody that's like giving their feedback and continues to give their feedback. So Mr. Kamali, I'm going to pass it to you, and you let me know if you need me to pass it to Ron, okay? And Ron Wilson is that. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mayor and Councilor and Mount Rainier residents. Yes, as Mayor, you said so. The last Tuesday, the council asked to break down the line item 55, 58, Gateway Community Development Corporation. And that was the $30,000 that projected for FY2026. The council wanted to put $25,000 in this line item and $5,000 to create another line item, which is 5558A, as you see it on the screen, Gateway CDC Arts District Management. And we're putting $5,000 over there. So there originally we had $30,000. Now we have 25 for line item 5558, and then the next line item is 5558A, Gateway CDC Arts District Management, 5,000, and that's the only change the council asked us to do it, and that's all we have for tonight. And hopefully, we're looking to get this one approved by next legislative meeting, hopefully, or the next
April
work
15.
session.
Correct? April 15?
April 15. April 15. I'm sorry. The
I know.
second reading and
No worries, Mr. Kamali. I mean, you guys are
second-
like working on everything right now because you have to consolidate like information. You also have to like prepare for the end of the year, and as well as working on the audits along the way to make sure we meet our deadlines. So notice a lot of numbers flying at you. All right, Council. So this is what we asked last Tuesday meeting. If you guys are good, please advise. Put your thumbs up, or Jared, I see yours. Valerie, I see yours. Luke, are you?
I'm
Luke,
good.
we're good.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm good.
Danielle, I see a virtual thumbs up. You don't have your camera on, but I do see a virtual thumb up. So for the record,
my
Millie.
camera quit working, sorry.
Okay, but for the record, Melissa, Danielle put her thumb up electronically. Okay, so that way, in case it's not seen in the screen, it was an agreement from all of us. So unanimously, we're supporting this change. There is no vote. We just can have consensus to move it to as included in part of the budget, and then it moves on for us to do to voting and reading and everything else that goes on. All right, so thank you so much to our whole entire team, because this takes months upon months, from committees to directors to staff to obviously finance and the city manager, who do the final touches at the end to bring it to mayor and council to make sure we tidy up. As a quick reminder to all, the budget is not passed yet. It starts on July 1st. Some things that are very predominant that we need to keep in mind is one, ARPA funding money. There's no more coming, right? And we are all the other money that we have for ARPA has already pre-allocated. It was required for us to allocate it before the end of the year, last year in December. So there is definitely different things that are coming on, but all of us, our city manager, our finance team, and I know all of us that advocate very heavily are going to be watching the state budget, as well as any changes at the federal level, because even if we pass it, we might have to revisit it, base it on what changes might be coming. So this is a very conservative budget, And like I've always stated, even if the line item stays X amount of money, we always ask the collectives to do not get to the last penny of the line item, because this money goes back into our rainy fund if it's not utilized. And we never know what is going to be needed in the future. And I'll give you guys a simple thing, right? When the HURs, the hardware user revenues, were cut, the city needed to reallocate quite a bit of money in order to make sure that we met our, our requirements, and a lot of the money in our budget goes to staffing that works with programming in order to provide you guys outstanding service, right? So that's always something to keep in mind. And if we have to reallocate funding, we will go through a process, like between work sessions and hearings and everything else, to make sure we do what we need to. But the whole team is, working and advocating to make sure those, no cuts are changed. We also realize that depending what it looks like at the federal level when it comes to either Medicare or Medicare being cut, what the state responsibility will be, and there also will be required to do some cuts and need some funding, and it goes basically trickles down all the way to us. So in saying that, I want to thank you guys for your patience. We are working very diligently to make sure that we go after any possible grant. And this is a team that definitely goes after, the grants that like we're able to do. And if not, we start talking, to the various means to say like, hey, this is where funding is needed in case you have additional funds, so you want to think of a grant to move forward. So I will stay there at the moment, but thank you guys for all the hours that were put into this. And we're not at the finish line yet, but we're definitely one step closer. All right. And let's continue to stay very, very positive to make sure that, everything continues to hold as it is. All right. All right. So moving on to item number 5, public comment. Can you put the script up, Melly, please? Thank you. These are the rules for public comment. Mayor and City Council invite and welcome comments at a public meeting. The mayor or presiding officer will recognize you. Please introduce yourself first and last name for recording purposes, and give the name of your street and block number, IG 4300 block of 34th Street. Please indicate in the chat whether you would like the mayor to read your comment or you will speak on your comment. Public comment has a time limit of 3 minutes per speaker, unless otherwise agreed upon the mayor. While speaking, please maintain a courteous tone and avoid personal attacks. If you wish to lodge a complaint about the performance or conduct of any city employee, please bring those concerns or your concerns to the attention of our city manager, Mr. Kamal, who's also obviously here, right? Who will look into the matter and respond to you. As a courtesy to other residents and businesses, the council requests the speakers not use the specific address or names of individuals when describing a situation or making a complaint, noting the block is preferred over a specific address. And just to remind you, if you do put something on the chat and we read it, that is your speaking time. You do not get voice, voice and like chat is one or the other, okay, in order to be respectful of those that are following the rules. All right, so at this moment, you could put it, Emily. At this moment, public comments are open. And if you want to make a comment, write it down in the chat and I'll call upon you, and we look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions. All right. Okay, Jared. Is there any comments on Facebook? Okay. Thank you so much. Joseph Jakuda, I will need you to also add your block and street number. So you could say it once you speak, it's fine. All right. So go ahead, Joseph Jakuda.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This is Joseph Jakuda, the 4100 block of 29th Street. And I just want to say, having watched the budget process, I am glad to see how great the council is working together to come to consensus on and also be good stewards of our financial situation. It's been really lovely to see. I also want to say how great it is, how good the job the staff have done in putting together this budget. And I look forward to seeing it come to fruition. And thank you, council and staff, for all the hard work.
Thank you so much. And we do have an outstanding team for sure. Because aside from working on the budget, they're also working on the audits, and that's how we have managed to be able to get things in at the proper time. All right, so anybody else and is here that wishes to speak? Okay. I'm not seeing, Melly, can you double check if in case I'm missing something? Good, I'm not missing anything. Melissa?
No, Mayor.
All right, perfect. Okay. Can you move up thank you. Oh, Melissa, that was quick. I thought about it and it appeared on my screen. All right. Okay, everyone. I'll be closing public comments, seeing that nobody else on it. So one last, Jared, anything on Facebook? Jared, no comments? Okay, perfect. So at least we did 2 rounds in Facebook and also here in the chat. Okay. All right, perfect. Moving on to item number 6. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
It's been probably moved.
Second.
You guys are so like, I know you guys want it to last forever, but no. All right, so probably move in second. Any discussion? The other thing I will say, the banner for Mount Rainier Day is already out in the circle in various locations. Please mark your calendars. Mount Rainier Day is gonna be what day is Mount Rainier Day, Melly? May
24th.
May 24th. And then you also have the Spring Fest that is coming out in April what?
26th.
26th. So mind you, I did told you guys, so I don't want Melissa to say that I don't remind you guys of the activities they host, because they do. We all collectively work really hard. So thank you guys so much. Any objections? Abstentions? Hearing none. The meeting has come to an end, and we will see you in on April 15, I believe is our next meeting. So thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful weekend. I mean, it's a little chilly, but we'll have fun. All right. Talk to you guys soon. And the candidates meet and greet from the city is this Saturday. If you guys want to join, Melissa, when is that time?
It's from 12 to 2.
All right, at the police department. Okay, so I done my job to advise the community of the events coming up. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful day. Thank you, staff. Bye.
Thanks, staff.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day, staff. Okay, bye.
Yeah, everyone.
And bye, community members as well.